This high traffic Starbucks had great aesthetic, but it wasn't all that clean, and it was killing me because the staff was super nice. This time on Curated, brought to you by Yarmouth. Hey everybody, Eric here with another Starbucks review. This time a tried and true location in Avon, Connecticut. I had visited this location a number of times in the past, but it has been a while. And so I thought I would go this morning as I needed to have a meeting in the area, and I thought this is as good a place as any. And I wanted to visit a friend of mine who's a physician, and his office is right down the street. So seemed like a perfect opportunity. With all of that said, the location itself is in a really busy part of Avon, Connecticut, which is a commuter kind of a town outside of Hartford. And this location has a lot of traffic, as you might imagine. So while the location itself is really busy, the parking lot itself is laid out well, and it has great entrances and exits off of that main road. So you don't have to watch, to make sure that you're not going to get plowed over by a runaway Tesla or something like that. For people with larger vehicles, as I've said in the past, I drive a larger vehicle, so it's not a big deal on that front. And for that reason, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 cups. The interior environment and aesthetic is really nice. It's a medium-sized cafe. It has plenty of seating, and it actually has, and I think it's the only one that I've ever been to, a fireplace inside. So on a snowy, cold morning like it was today, it was kind of nice to walk in and see, a gas fireplace kind of going with comfortable seating on both sides of that fireplace. I am really bummed though, because when I first sat down, I chose a high top table with 2 chairs. As I said, I was meeting with somebody at the cafe this morning, and I didn't notice it right away. I got my laptop out. I started doing a little bit of work, and I looked down, and it looked like a very sticky drink had been spilled either the day before or 2 days ago. So it was really a mess and kind of unfortunate. I guess that's why no one was sitting there right by the fireplace at a nice high top table. So I did move the location, and it seemed fine. But the more I looked around and noticed, the furniture is a little bit beat up. So it's too bad, because on balance, this location would rate really highly because it has a fireplace, right? But unfortunately, this location was a bit dirty. And so from that standpoint, and I wrestled with this rating, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 cup rating. The staff and the service were really good. I went to the counter 3 times, don't judge, but I was there early, so I got myself a beverage. The second time I went up for a refill, even though who I was meeting with, they didn't want a beverage. They had to order their own. Maybe they didn't trust me to get it right. And then the third time I got a cappuccino for my physician friend that I was going to visit right after. So the point is, though, that I got a good sampling of interaction with the staff. It wasn't like, I had one interaction and then I moved on, and it was good once or bad once. And I have to say all 3 times was great. The individual that was taking care of me all 3 times offered me my beverage, so remembered. And it's not like I'm a regular in this location. So they were super nice. I was really happy with the service. And as a result, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 cup rating. On the dependability front, again, this one is sort of an easy one. I had a sampling of, 3 visits to the counter. I also had, been paying attention before my meeting started. I was paying attention where people, kind of coming in and out, or orders wrong. Everything seemed like it was spot on. So an easy 5 out of 5 cups for dependability. The final category is the people factor. And as I mentioned, this is a very busy location, so there was a lot of traffic. It's a commuter type of a town, I think I mentioned. And so I expected to see a lot of people who were on their way to or from work, which was definitely the case, but there was also a pretty heavy volume of people that just wanted to come in, plug in the laptop and bang out some work, or just meet with somebody and have a conversation. So I got a good sampling on that front too. The people factor was really good. The individuals that I ran into would say, hello, how are you today? Everyone seemed very nice and willing to converse. And so from that standpoint, I give it a very strong 4 out of 5 cups. So this location, if you think about it, it would have rated really highly had it not been for somebody's beverage that exploded all over the floor and hadn't been either noticed or just hadn't been cleaned up in a day or two, unfortunately. And so this location in Avon, Connecticut gets a 4.3 out of 5 cup rating, which again is a tie for the highest. My friends at the Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut location. And so I really hope that the team there can just pay a little bit more attention to some of those details, and they'll be battering it right out of the park. So as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and give me some feedback in the comments below, and I will see you at a Starbucks near you.